Hi everybody, and welcome to my third video in the series of videos I'm doing relating to facial palsy. So this video is going to talk a little bit about the effects of the Botox and how successful or not successful it's been, as the case may be. So it's a week and 3 days after I've had the Botox, so there's still probably a couple of weeks left till it's in its full effect, as in the best sort of it can be. And just to remind you where I had the Botox, so on the good side I had the Botox just here in the cheek as well as around the forehead, and the Palsy side I had injections in the neck as well as the chin and just here as well to stop the synkinesis happening. So I'm going to do a few facial expressions now so you can see the difference compared to the last couple of videos. So if I try to raise my eyebrow, you'll clearly see that I can't raise it as much as I was able to previously. So you can see that the Botox has really worked there, and what that does is obviously even up the two sides. And sometimes with the Palsy you can find that the good side compensates for the Palsy side, and so your expressions become even stronger than they possibly were previously, and that stops the Palsy side from actually being able to come back almost. So when that's treated, I always seem to see and feel more movement in the Palsy side than I would if the Botox wasn't in effect. So that's also a great effect of the Botox. Now when I smile, you'll be able to see that the smile is a lot more even than it was previously. I still feel a little bit of tension around the eye, but the smile is so much more even, and that really makes a big difference to the confidence, right? You know, I don't think people notice as much when I've had the Botox that there's an issue with my smile or that I've got palsy even, because it is even. So I'll just give you another grin now. And you can see just how much more even that is compared to what it was like previously when the good side was sort of rising up to there. So for me, the Botox has been a success. Now, I did mention that the consultant hit a nerve around here when he was giving me the Botox, and I had some really weird sort of sensations in my head as a result of that, but they only lasted a few days and they went away, and I had a look on the internet. It's normal to feel those kind of things, so I wasn't too worried. But the sensation was when I was rubbing my hand sort of over that area, it kind of felt like there was an electrical pulse going down the back of my head, which was really quite strange, and was the same feeling as when the nerve was touched on the day of the Botox actually. But as I said, not too worried about that, and everything was fine there. So the neck, I can show you the difference in the neck. So when I close tightly, you can see that the neck really isn't tensing up anywhere like it was previously. However, one of the things that hasn't gone away, I should say, like it does in the past, is the eye twitching. So if you have a look, the eye's twitching now because I closed my eyes tightly. And that hasn't gone away. I don't really know if it's actually got any better since having the Botox. I don't think it has. It's actually very frustrating for me at the moment. It's causing me to, as you can see, feel quite agitated about it because it's twitching constantly, and as I said, it twitches to music, and that can be quite disturbing at times. So I don't know if it's the bass line or something that it twitches away to, but yeah, that hasn't gone away. So there is the option, and I have in the past had a tiny bit of Botox delivered into the eye, but I think you just have to be really careful when you're getting that done, because when I had it done, one and only time I had it done, it basically stopped me from being able to close my eye, and I started feeling like I was back to square one of when I initially had the palsy, and that was not something I enjoyed. So obviously it wears off, so it came back and I could close my eye again and didn't have any issues, but I didn't want that happening again, so I haven't been treated in the eye since that time. However, if this twitch continues to get bad, because it's sort of twitching and it's really sort of the muscles around there are tightening, so it's very frustrating. And if it doesn't go away, who knows, maybe I'll consider getting some Botox delivered in the eye next time, but we'll wait and see. So overall, the Botox was a success. I am glad I wasn't over treated in my good side, because I have had times where I've had injections in my good side and it looks like I'm grimacing more than smiling. That's never fun when that happens, but it has happened in the past, and that's when I was talking to, it's a bit hit and miss in my last video. That's kind of what I meant. So in the past when I've had the Botox, there have been times where I'd say I was slightly over-treated for my liking, and so ended up not really having a smile on the good side. However, that's not the case this time, and I'm really pleased with the results of the Botox. And obviously as it begins to wear off, I'm hoping the movement that I'm getting and the feelings, and that's one thing I have to say, is every time I have the Botox, something new or different starts to happen to the palsy side. So this time I've noticed that I'm starting to feel the muscles around here, which I wasn't previously. And that's really strange, because if you haven't felt the muscles on your face for a very long period of time, then all of a sudden you start to feel something there. It's like, oh, hello, something different's happening. So I really do notice differences every single time I have the palsy. Oh, sorry, Botox. Every time I have the palsy, every time I have the Botox. So I was going to make this my last video actually, but I decided that I'll film one other video, and I forgot to talk about a vital part of my treatment that I do every day, and that's facial exercises. So as part of seeing sort of the facial nerve clinic and the team there, I was given a set of exercises to do every day, and admittedly I've got a little bit more lax over the years in doing those exercises, but I do still try to do them every single day. There might be some days that I'm overtired or ill, especially with the girls, and I just don't get a chance to do it. But I wanted to share my exercise regime with you, because it's not just the Botox that helped to get me where I am now, but it's also the exercises that I do on a daily basis that help to stretch and ease the tension in the muscles. So I'll be doing another video and hopefully posting that over the next couple of days for you to be able to see. So there you go, the effects of the palsy a week and 3 days after I had it. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave that in the description box or email me. I'm more than happy to talk to anyone if they've got any questions around the palsy. Oh, and it's Mothering Sunday in the UK, so I wanted to wish all the mums out there a very happy Mother's Day. And I hope you look forward to viewing my next video, which will obviously show you the exercises I do on a daily basis. And until then, have a great day, everybody.